This is why I'm buying very big soon. We got to be talking about this. Without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, I want to start off with straight into it, where Bitcoin's at. We are not 20, not 15. We are about a 30% drawdown from all-time highs, okay? And guys, I always preach that I dollar cost average into Bitcoin every single day. I buy it every single day. And really, when we start to go, I have a rule. When we're 20% down from all-time highs, I start to add some chunks. And the lower we go, the larger I layer in. Now, things are a little bit different now because, in my opinion, I believe that I believe in the 4-year cycle, and I believe that we are in a bear market. I do. I believe that we are going to have an extended sell-off. But that being said, I expect a bounce happening very soon, and I expect it to be quite large, maybe even a type of bounce that makes everyone start to say, oh, all the bears were wrong, this, that, the other, and the bulls will start to be insufferable. I mean, that's how it always goes, guys. And then I think it'll be a lower high. I think that will be some sort of bounce like this where we bounce off of nearly around where we're at right now. I think it will be holding above 88K. And I expect a bounce to maybe even come and retest 109 if things get really crazy into the end of the year. But in the meantime, guys, I do think that will be a lower high, and I think we will get a rejection off. But I digress. We'll talk about that in a minute. But in the meantime, guys, I have been shorting. I've been shorting altcoins. I'm still buying Bitcoin every single day, but I'm shorting altcoins as a hedge, and I am shorting crypto stocks. I say over on Twitter, follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say, I do not like shorting, but sometimes it is just what you have to do. It is. It honestly is. It took me a long time. I've been investing in crypto for over a decade. I've been trading crypto for over a decade and investing in it longer than that. And it's taken me a long time in the stock market and the crypto space to learn and teach myself, yeah, sometimes you got to short. Yeah, sometimes you got to hedge against your spot positions. Yeah, sometimes if you're bearish, you got to just short the market. And I do feel that way right now. And I say most crypto stocks have had short opportunity the past 2 weeks. It's true they have. I have been looking for bounces to layer in on my Circle, Master, Gemini, and more, but no crypto pump can get any motion right now. I do expect a bounce, and that's kind of what I've been waiting for to actually layer in significantly into my short positions. Before, I'll tell you guys when I'm going to be buying big. I am trying to look for opportunity to the downside because I am biased to the downside. I do expect more sell pressure. And I've been shorting Crowcoin, Dogecoin, Pepe, Zcash, a lot of other altcoins right now. And I will be honest, I do expect a bounce, so I do think that some of these profits will disappear in the short term, okay? But I'm over on Blowfin, I'm 20x short on Crowcoin. I'm up about 600%, up $1,000. This is not a significant trade for me. This is just a high leverage scalp, a way to hedge against my spot positions. I own a few 100,000 Crow. I own some other altcoins as well. But guys, I'll be completely frank with you. I've been taking profit all the way up since the end of the bear market, basically, in 2023, all the way up until now, and I've been taking profit. And everything I have left in spot altcoins is just moonbags, and the only thing I'm actively buying spot for a long-term investment is Bitcoin. So in the meantime, I am high leverage scalping these alts, trying to make a little bit of extra profit so I can accumulate more Bitcoin as we break down. If you guys do want to trade and you want access to our private Discord with Crypto Kip and I, where we give our trade signals and a little bit more of a one-on-one community with us, feel free to check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. Sign up to Blowfin. You get a $5,000 sign-in bonus as well as access to our private Discord. All you have to do is sign up using our affiliate link and then click our Discord link down below as well, and you'll have access. You just follow a couple steps and you're in. Now, guys, all the links down below are affiliate links, so it helps with this channel. But there also are a lot of lucrative bonuses for you guys, so it's a win-win for everybody. And to get access to our Discord, you don't have to trade anything. You just have to sign up using our link, so feel free to check it out. Now, when am I trying to buy big? Well, I'll tell you what. We are down over about 30% from all-time highs, which is the standard drawdown in bull markets for Bitcoin. So I am buying around this area. I am. But I am trying to really zoom out and figure out where are we headed here? How low can we go, right? If you measure from the previous cycle high to the bottom, you're talking about a 77% drawdown. Now, do I expect a 77% drawdown from all-time highs this cycle? No, I do not. The asset class has gotten bigger. It's become more institutionalized, and there's more investment vehicles like ETFs and whatnot that prevent significant volatility like we saw back in 2017 and 2021. And if you measure from where we're at now, like I said earlier, we are down about 30%. I have my areas of interest to buy like significantly around, I would say, I'm already buying more. I've increased my dollar cost average position. I've been throwing in a few chunks anytime we see like a big liquidity grab to the downside. But I think important areas of interest is around $71,000. When we retest this area right here, this was like an 8-month-long chop. I remember this hellscape that we dealt with over here. How long was it? It was like 234 days. Yeah, it was a very long time of just sideways chop. When we retest that area, I expect a retest of that. I'm going to be buying a significant amount. And I do think that we could come down 50%. I think that's absolutely on the table. And I do think that we could come down maybe even a little bit more on like a capitulation wick. But am I betting on that? Am I trying to time the bottom? No, I'm not. Because like a 50, 60% drawdown, you're talking about a $52,000 Bitcoin. I think that's on the table. I do. But I'm going to be layering in much before we get to that price level. I think that... I think it will take a significant... I think we'll have to see the stock market in a little bit of a bear market. Maybe even, I don't want to say recession because I think recession doesn't exist anymore because I think we already kind of went through that. A lot of people will say like all the jobs, that everyone's losing their jobs and nobody's hiring is going to be recession. But I think that has a lot to do with AI and not really like going in a recessionary period. But regardless... I do think that a 60% drawdown is possible. The test of this red line here around $51,000, $52,000. And I'm really looking to start layering in significantly in different tranches. Like I'll probably be adding, if I have 100% cash stack, I'm probably trying to add 25% at a test round 80,000 and then the next one around 70,000 and then probably adding like a 50% stack somewhere around 50 to 60,000 if we're starting to bounce around there. And I have no problem buying on the way up and buying on the way down if we are trading around those territories. Now, let's take a look at this as well, because I do expect a bounce. I do expect a big bounce here in the coming, I would say by the end of this year. And I do think we're looking at the yearly candles on Bitcoin. I do expect to see this red candle flip green at the end of this year, which means a closure above $93,000 by the end of this year, which, guys, is only a month and 12 days left, okay? We could wick down. We've wicked down to whatever. I'm going to show you guys a chart. We wicked down over here to 88K. And 94,000, this blue line will set us up to be a green yearly candle close. And now, to have a green candle close does not mean it needs to be a huge green candle, but I do believe we'll probably close green by the end of this year. And I think that this next bounce will probably be what brings us there. And I do expect to see a bounce above 94,000. I do expect to see a bounce, maybe even come and test like 107 to 110,000. I've been saying that. And I will be looking to short with size on that bounce. With size, guys. And it's going to be very interesting because that will be a very important defining factor for Bitcoin and crypto, because if we go to all-time highs from 110,000, that means that the 4-year cycle doesn't exist anymore. Now, if we come to this area of 110,000, we break down, I'm saying, yeah, clearly in a bear market, and bounces are for shorting, and I am expecting right now the next large bounce to be shorted, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I put my money where my mouth is. I am short. I showed you guys over on Robinhood, I'm short some stocks, and I'm shorting some altcoins over on Blofin as well. And I'm really just trying to kind of feel out this market here. I'm high leverage scalping right now, but on the next big bounce, depending on how large it is, will determine what kind of size I'll use. Now, if we come to like 110,000 and we start to reject down, I will be looking for a multi-six-figure short position on maybe a few different altcoins, depending on how far they come up as well. But regardless, I do expect a bounce here very soon. A lot of the bounces haven't really been able to catch legs, but I do expect a bounce. Regardless, if we go to 100,000, 110,000, I expect it to be a lower high in my opinion. Now, there's always invalidations. If we close above 116,000, I'll say, hey, there's a good chance we go to new all-time highs. But 116,000 is pretty far away from here. And so I am biased to the downside. I'm telling you guys exactly what I'm doing in this market and how I'm navigating it. Yeah, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, guys. Simple as that. But that's all I got. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. I'm looking to buy this dip. I've been buying. I'm looking to see these next price levels get hit in probably the coming year here. And I'm looking for a big bounce into the end of this year. So let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's going to play out? Am I totally off touch? Do you think that the bottom is in right now? We're going straight to new all-time highs. I want to know what you guys have to say about that. But sign up to Blowfin. Get access to our private Discord using the affiliate link down below in the description box, pinned comment section. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.